Hey everyone, did you know that numerology can be used to pick the best date on which to get married, to create a foundation for harmony and lasting compatibility? This is more of a cautionary tale. I recently had a new client that came to me, and she and her fiance had chosen a date. She told me that she looked it up on AI, and AI said that this date was really good for love and commitment. So I think she was really just wanting to make sure that this was going to be a good date before she picked the venue and began proceeding with all of the arrangements. And when she told me the date, the proposed date that they had chosen, I was horrified. It was literally, you can't make this up. It was one of the worst dates that could have been chosen because not only was the date itself bad, the life path number, or the destiny number as we call it within Vedic numerology, was bad, especially for her future husband. Because when we're booking a date, we can't just look at the day of the month. We can't just look at the life path number of the date of the wedding. We have to see what those numbers are doing to the people involved, right? And this is where the Vedic grid comes up. I have another video that shows how to create the Vedic grid, but that number, the life path number of the date, because we have to see what that energy is going to be doing in each person's grid, was creating great instability within her future husband. And then also, when I further analyzed everything that was going to be happening, I went to the astrology chart where the planets were actually going to be transiting in the sky that day. And it was going to bring in this really deep, intense, heavy energy. And we want our relationships to have, a certain amount of depth, but this was just going to be creating problems. And from what she told me, they sounded like a very happy, optimistic couple, but the energy that was going to be created that day from the union was going to be bringing in really heavy energy to both of them, but specifically to her future husband. And so this is why I just recommend not trusting AI for what to do, because AI can't assess what's happening within your grid as well as your future partner's grid. Because a date that may be good for one couple, given that it's a good date in general, that date may be good for one couple, but for the next couple, it could create problems for one or both of them. And that's why everything needs to be examined, including where the transits are within the skies at the time. Because, I found one date that was going to work pretty well based on the numerology, but the transits of the planet where the moon was going to be, it was going to be in the nakshatra of Ardra, and this is a very destructive nakshatra. It's not good for beginnings. It's good for, initiating a divorce, but it's not good for beginnings. Can't just stop at the numerology ever, because numerology can never be separated from the astrology. And so you have to pick a date for a wedding, or any important date for that matter, where it's supported in the numerology as well as the astrology. And so I came up with the best date for her, and that date worked well for them. It worked, kind of within the time period that they had chosen. And so this is why I just wanted to throw that out there. Don't trust AI blindly, right? Because we want to create a solid foundation when you're initiating something as important as a marriage to someone. Let me know if you have questions. I'll see you for the next video. Bye.